Well, good morning. It's time for another double shot with Chris on the road here in Ohio. I'm doing service this week. I do service and sales, and it is it is exactly 0 degrees out. I'm expecting about 5 below tomorrow. But anyway, time for a double shot. I don't want to argue about where the sale begins. I guess there's philosophers and people far smarter than you and I that can try to determine where a sale begins or when a sale begins. But let's pick it up at the greeting. Why is the greeting so important? In fact, it's enormously important. It's not going to trick the customer into not saying, "I'm just looking." It's not going to change what the customer says to you, but it might very well change their perception of you. I want you to think about something. The average customer, according to NADA, visits 1.3 stores in your brand, which means that if, let's say, you're working at Chevrolet, this is your one shot pretty much at a Chevrolet customer. But that same customer might might visit 3.5 dealerships, just not your brand. Now, in visiting 3.5 dealerships, if all the greetings are the same, if everybody says the usual, "Can I help you? Is anyone taking care of you?" Or the genius, "What brings you in today?" If anyone does any one of those things, well then, the situation that we find ourselves in is that we're the same. We're homogenized, if you will. Do you ever wonder why milk can taste the same in the tip of Maine all the way up to the northern part of our country, of the continental United States, and then the next day you could be in Los Angeles, California, you can be in San Diego and have a glass of milk, and it tastes the same, even though it's a different cow eating different food, different brand of cow, if you will. And how is it all the same? Well, because it's homogenized, and that's what your greeting is going to be if you greet everyone the same way. So the idea behind the greeting is the customer looking at you and making a quick decision are you just like everybody else? Because if that's the case, well then, the only thing that matters, and I think you would agree, the only thing that's left is price. Who wants to fight this thing out on price? I certainly don't want to if I don't have to. I will if I need to, but I don't want to. So I want my greeting to stand out and stand apart from the crowd. I want the customer to be, well, pleasantly surprised at what I just said to them. Good morning, good afternoon, welcome to the dealership. That's common sense. I want to thank you for coming here. I know you could have gone somewhere else, and you still might. I'm going to do my best, I'm going to do my absolute best to make this experience you won't forget. Now, I'm not recommending that for part of your greeting. I'm just telling you what my intentions are with that customer. But I don't want to assume they're here for sales. So it's good morning, good afternoon, welcome to the dealership. Thanks for choosing, ABC Motors. What brings you in today? Sales, service, or parts? That's the assumption I want you to make. What brings you in today? Sales, service, or parts? If they say, "I'm here for parts," walk them to parts. In most cases, they'll say, "No, I'm here for sales." Well, great. I can certainly help you with that. Again, welcome to the dealership. My name is Chris Murray. Then you take out your business card, promptly hand them your card, no matter how many people are in the party. Put your card in their hand and say, again, "My name is Chris Murray." Folks, I'd like to write your names down. They're important to me. You are Mr. with the question mark, just like David Lewis teaches in his training, Inspirational Selling. It's one of the best lines I've ever heard, where it's, "You are Mr. Well, it's Mr. Murray, but you can call me Chris." Oh, okay. Or if, you can continue to call me Mr. Murray, perhaps. Nobody enjoys the sound of their own name more than you. So put yourself in your customer's position. It's nice to hear your name. It's nice to hear someone call you sir. It's the only title you have. So that greeting is extremely important because it puts the customer in a position of, well, what do I think here? Is this the same as every other store I've been to, or this might be different? That's all I'm trying to do. They're still going to say, "I'm just looking, I'm not buying anything. I have to go home and eat, sleep, think, shop, or pray." They're going to get your best price, make an excuse to leave, and shop the hell out of the price, and all those other things. That's not going to change. We have plans for them too. But what I would recommend is that you get with somebody that you trust in sales or someone at home and just practice the greeting. Don't role play. I hate to do that because you can't stay in the role. We are in the greatest improvisational theater you can be in, which is car sales. Customers react differently than what we plan for when we practice in the training room. Very differently. So because of that, we want to make sure that we're ready. So I want to make sure the words are in my head and that the idea as to what am I trying to convey. So my greeting is good morning, good afternoon, welcome to Chris Murray's dealership. I want to thank you for coming in. I know you could have gone somewhere else, and you choose here. Are you here for sales, service, or parts? And you're here for sales? Great, folks. I can help you with that. I can definitely help you with that. By the way, again, my name is Chris Murray. Here's my business card. May I have your names? I would like to write them down. They're important to me. That's the way I'm going to handle this thing. And as soon as they agree and assent to giving me their names, to say, you are Mr., you are Miss, you are Mrs., we'll never assume Mrs. It's Mr. and Miss, and we'll take it from there. I hope that makes sense. It's just a double shot from the road on a very cold day. Hopefully you can hone in on your greeting, and we'll pick this up on another day when we take care of the second step in selling a car. Have a great day, a prosperous day.